extra troops here that we might be using here. It's just the militia and headquarters there, although the headquarters has some troops attached to it. Our car designs. Excellent. Have a look, do we? No, we can't research the next one there. We're getting amphibious light armor, which might be useful. Or it might not be. We'll see. Right, we could attack there. There's not a huge amount of troops. On the other hand, we don't have that many troops available quite yet for attacking. Once we take out that, we'll start attacking this province here, and maybe that province as well. Who knows? Who knows? Right, so we can't actually enter there because that is all too low infrastructure. Mass events happen, but there's a militia up there. We don't have another militia down here that could actually help a little bit. Hopefully that is enough. I'm not sure though. The lack of supplies is certainly hurting us, so if we can just get more supplies going in, that would be nice, but we'll get them eventually. This was already level 4. It's mostly this that is hurting us, and if I think it's production. Or maybe it's not. No, it's not. So we'll just pull that to the top. Preparing radio communications. Excellent. We're gonna get a lot of roads soon. Well, they will not be solving the problem quite yet, but it will help a little bit. Right, now we got 2 divisions here, and we can send in 2 divisions from here. Flush out the Marines there. Oh, they're trying to counterattack across the river. That's, sure, go ahead. I'm having a bit of a problem with the supplies, though. More than just a little bit. And I need to take that. What I can do now is I can just do another trade with the Soviets, I'm assuming. Let's have a look. In turn, Soviets, they'll produce oh gosh, over 400 metal. Yeah, Hey, Papa Stalin, how about you throw us some metals? There we go. Sending reinforcements to take out that one. I mean, if we could cut them off from Burma in a way that we'll take all of that the Japanese technically own, that'd be nice. We do have... don't remember actually. No, there's no rare material production over here. I mean, we'd probably see it with this easier. It's in the British held lands in Malaya, which is a slight issue. At least the supply production is no longer the issue that it used to be at one point. Okay, we won the battle over there and there, apparently. This fight is not going quite as planned. There's not much going on here. In terms of the Japanese, I mean, mostly it's the lack of supplies that is hurting both us and maybe a little bit them. Oh, they send in the tank to defend here. As long as we have enough supplies to keep on going, or as long as we have enough ammunition, then we'll be fine. We are getting more infrastructure soon. How's the battle in Tibet, actually? Still going. Down to 32% strength. Well, some of our troops are getting a bit beaten up. But there's not much I can do about that. Right, they are doing a counterattack. That should be rather easy to defend. They're still attacking from here. We got 6 days worth of supplies. That's not much. But we did get the troops in Taiwan safely. Yes, we did. And a little bit troops here, so we'll have troops defending the port and then pretty much every other province. If the Japanese try to retake it, it's gonna be a bit hard to them. But that was a successful landing. What I could try doing next is doing a landing in Philippines, but that's gonna be a bit trickier to actually achieve. A bit further away, and they'll have probably some sort of navy around here. I suppose, well, actually no. Don't have any ports here because the bottleneck is down here. We can't really use ports to get the supplies here quicker. We could build a port, but that's gonna take a while. But we stopped that attack. Now pulling back. Do we have supplies yet? Not really. I might have a bit too many units here in the jungle. Oh, we won there. They're still trying to counterattack here. I might need to... Oh, right, they are trying to attack us here. We should be okay, though. Even without supplies. I'll cancel this attack for now. I'm gonna exploit the gaps in the front instead of fighting them for now. Saving a little bit manpower and trying to get supplies up here, which might take a while. I mean, the road in Haiphong is gonna be upgraded in about 10 days. Which means that even more supplies can run through. Although, well, yeah, that is a bit of a bottleneck there. Then both of these are kind of bottlenecks. I'm trying to transfer supplies through both of them, but not enough. A lot of supplies in here, actually. It's probably due to the airplanes and such. I think we do have a little bit extra troops here. They are still attacking, but I don't think they'll be successful in that. Air Force headquarters, that increases the morale of pretty much every plane. That's good. So if we can hold the defense here. Don't have the well, I mean, we do have defensive bonus from terrain and such, but we didn't have really time to dig in. Naval headquarters. Oh, right, that's gonna increase the morale of the, what's it called, the transports. At least the passenger liners and... I'm not sure if it increases for the auxiliary ships, but at least the passenger liners, we can now check how bad of a morale they have. Still 5.8. Organization would be 10, so it's not a complete disaster. But we might want to... that's the wrong tab. Might want to put that one back to the top. So how are we doing here? They are trying to attack we are defending. Doesn't seem to be going that badly. But similar fate over there. Over here we are... I'm a bit concerned about that. Might be able to send in one division to help defend that. Then I'll probably have to start... Well, I don't know. I mean, there is not a huge amount of troops here. If we had the supplies, which fortunately we do not have sufficiently, we could probably take out this area here. Then keep on pushing south towards the port. Then all the way to Saigon at some point. We do actually have supplies over there. Okay, so the situation might be improving a little bit now. Have a look. There's still some problems here and here, but it seems to me that the supply situation on this side, at least on the front line, is much better. And that is certainly a good thing. Hold on, so the road will be built on tomorrow, actually. That will help a little bit on the bottleneck of this gap here. How much are we? We're not losing that much rare materials, and do the Soviets... they have quite a bit of surplus there, so how about we ask for a little bit, like, I don't know, 50? That's gonna be plentiful. There we go, so we're not losing any materials right now. Oh, we won a rather big battle here. They lost 20,000 men, we lost 4.5. That's pretty good. Now, if we just get the supplies, push the tanks out of there, and maybe take that mountain there. Let's actually have a look at the simplified terrain. So, over here it's mountains, over here is jungle. There's some forests over there, but mostly jungle. Okay. Well, I suppose that fits quite well in the title of the stream. And I'm assuming that the battle in Tibet is still going on. Down to 31.5%. Extra wide tank tracks. Huzzah, so we can get better light tanks once again. And actually, does that? It does increase a lot of attacks and defenses and such. So we'll take that, and could get the armored cars, I suppose. We don't have many of them, but might as well make them better at least. Because that's just adding up to the problem of having too many research projects going on right now. I can't help myself. Okay, we got 25 days of supplies here. We might be able to push the militia out of there now. Lizard? Oh, okay. Oh right, I forgot. Send entire army of troops to Soviet Union here. Seems to be still a little bit troops that are not moving by the looks of it. No, you have an addiction. Yeah, I kind of do. Alright, just attached there. Never mind. Right, so we got still four of units here in Stalingrad. We'll move them a little bit closer. We'll set up a defensive line over here. Two divisions there, one there. We'll leave two at the town in Odessa because we do have some fortification here. Well, not much, but we can dig in there and probably defend that. If we could get some troops over there to help defending the river itself, that'd be nice. It seems like Germans, they've been pushed back a little bit here in the north. The center, I think they've pushed a tiny bit. And Romania has pushed back quite a bit again. Over here, the situation is pretty much the same as it was before. Actually, why is the situation in North Africa? The Italians are pushing even further. Well, they are. This part of the front has been like that for about at least half a year, probably a year. Right, so we've got two divisions here that are... well, they just need some rest. Better than addiction to drugs. True, that is very true. Resource production, yeah, that's good. Right, so we're gonna get a bit more roads. The tanks are gonna be done in March. Then we're gonna get the light infantry, which we can then use to replace some of the infantry over here. Because the infantry takes a bit more supplies, if I remember correctly. We can actually check that, can't we? I mean, I know that we can, it's just a matter of finding the correct one. So the infantry uses 0.61, the light infantry uses 0.43. Of course, there's quite a bit of difference in the size in general, but the light infantry has a bit less soft attack and hard attack. But it does have a lot of, actually a lot more toughness. Bit cheaper to build and faster to build, so that's good. And it will have a lot of bonuses for the jungle terrain and mountains terrain and other stuff like that. Right, so they are trying to attack us here again. We're still a bit low on supplies at the end of the front here. Speaking of which, oh, right, our troops got in here. Well, right, we got in there and then they attacked, but we are defending. Oh, right, some of our troops are having multiple combat penalty, but not us. The Romanians are taking rather hefty casualties there. I am okay with that. Battle going here, still a bit mixed feelings about that. Okay, so our side lost 5 men, at least according to this, and the enemy lost 2,400. I'd say that's a decent trade. Usually on the other end of that sort of trades. There's still 2 divisions trying to push us out. If we send in reinforcement, we should be okay. No, we don't have supplies over there. Helicopters. Okay, air cavalry, medical evacuation, pilot rescue. Right. So over here, the medical evacuation increases morale of oh, increases morale of infantry. I thought it used to be for the. Actually, no. I was thinking about the pilot rescue, not the... Right, well, we'll put the medical evacuation at least in there, and sure enough, we'll put in the pilot rescue. More morale is always nice. Can't put in the education stuff there. We could put in the industrial production and efficiency again. And we're still researching these, so that's good. Air cav is weird as a unit, but other bonus is nice. Yeah, it is a bit weird. I don't think I've ever used them all that much. These units are especially useful in areas of difficult terrain. I think that screams Vietnam. We'll put that in there. We might produce a little bit of them just to see how they work. I haven't used them in ages, so I don't remember exactly. Also do jungle unit training, excellent. Oh, come on. You bastards. Because that partisan. We are still holding I1, so that's good. What I could do is I could actually move in the infantry corps from here. Also go somewhere more southern area for landing in Philippines. Because if I could take out Philippines, that'd be nice. That would certainly give us maybe a bit of a protection for our operations in here, but not necessarily all that much. But we'll see. I mean, it might be a bit long shot anyway right now. Still holding on, oddly enough. But my god, the generals that I have around here are mostly max level, mountaineers and all that, so once we're done with Tibet, we'll promote some of those to be leaders of a lot of the infantry corps. Because their skill level will be quite useful in that. Okay, do we have... Nope. We're getting barely enough supplies. Alright, fire unit command and control advances. Excellent. Oh, the Romania tried attacking again. More reinforcements are required. How far are they? Okay, the troops are getting closer. So we'll set up a bit of a defensive line around here with our troops. To protect the southern flank while the Serbians try to take out the northern flank. Or something like that. Yeah, I'd say that the war is starting to look alright. I mean, it's still far from won. Germans are still rather strong, but I think at least on our front are looking quite nice. Right, so at least we got the 3rd division there. Help pressing the enemy at least a little bit. At the same time, I think the supply situation is getting better. I mean, at least there's a bit more supply throughput over here. So it might be going around this way. I mean, we're basically using all of this width for the road as much as we can, by the looks of it. Now, some of the terrain is not particularly great, but... And by some, I mean all of it. Waiting to get more supplies over here, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, we need to pull back another division by the looks of it. Divisions are not in strong enough shape, so we'll have to send one of these. I think the armored car and truck transports might not be the best things here in jungle. And these have light trucks. Right, that's going to be much more useful. And these also have light trucks. Not that far away from getting the light infantry divisions. Romanians certainly keep on trying. Those air support morale goes up. Excellent. Forces for everyone. The problem is that I haven't been researching the certain text to keep the morale and organization for the forces high enough. So they are basically out of organization permanently. I'll do some ground attack there. Probably send in their interceptors to... Oh, yep. They sent the interceptors. Did a little... Oh, well, that was a crash.